Hey YouTube, this is Firewizard23. Time for the next vlog review of the Transformers Season 1. And it is Fire in the Sky. Let's do it. Okay, so, I give this episode a 9. This wasn't actually that bad. Let's talk about Fire in the Sky. So, it's winter time in this episode. Kind of cool. We have about 2-3 minutes of the characters just participating in a snow fight. It's like, okay, we're just kind of having some fun, showing their camaraderie, all that stuff. That's cool. And finally, Spike kind of gets us into the plot, saying, "This is so great! I'm playing in the snow in mid-July." Where the Optimus, he's like looking into it, like, this is very weird. Can you see anything weird in the Earth weather patterns? It's like the Autobots are the only ones to notice this, not like humanity notices this weird thing. Because apparently it's dropped 40 degrees all throughout the planet. We're talking about all of global warming and stuff, but like this would never be noticed by any scientist on Earth, really. So we find out the Decepticons' evil plans, that they're actually draining the energy from the heat from the Earth's core to make energon cubes, and that's why the temperature of the planet is dropping. I'm not sure if that scientifically makes sense. Any scientists out there care to comment on that, go for it. But in the course of all their digging, the Decepticons find a robot frozen in ice, and they take it out and revitalize it, Starscream revealing that it is in fact an old Transformer called Skyfire that he knew 4 million years ago, back when they were on Cybertron, prior to this whole war with the Autobots starting. They were both scientists, and there was a horrible wind gust that knocked Skyfire down, froze him into the planet, and Starscream couldn't find him. But they revitalize him. Starscream explains what they're doing now. They're fighting the evil Autobots, and they need his help. So he is christened into begrudgingly, he is conscripted into becoming a Decepticon with their symbol, and he will fight for them. And I kind of like the episode. We get through. He has his first. He's just on guard duty, and the Autobots come, and he starts firing on him. But then he sees the human Spike and Sparkplug in trouble. He goes and saves them, giving a very simple explanation, like, "No, my enemies are the Autobots. I have nothing against you. I'll take you to our leader, Megatron. He will explain everything." And he doesn't really understand the whole dynamic of what's going on. But his morality is pretty strong. It's like, no, that is my enemy, not you. I kind of like that. But he takes them, and Megatron's initially pleased, like, "Ooh, very good, Skyfire. We now have they could be useful in our dealings with the Autobots." And Starscream imprisons them, which in hindsight seems to be what Megatron wants him to do. But I'm like, why not just kill them? I'm not asking for excessive violence in 1980s cartoons. I'm just wondering what is the rational explanation for that? Why they don't do it? And Skyfire is a little miffed at this, like, "I said no harm would come to them. I promised them that." And this is where Skyfire's like, "These people might not be good." And the Autobots are going through the tunnels trying to find the Decepticons, and they send Ravage to attack them. Okay. And Optimus clearly says, "Autobots, transform. I'll take care of Ravage." It's like, they were already transformed. Then Starscream attacks the captive Autobots. In fact, he actually orders Skyfire to do it, but he's like, "No, I will not do that. You traitor!" Knocks him down. But then he attacks the Autobots, and it looks like they killed him, but no, it's one of Hound's illusions, which I thought was kind of that's a cheap cop-out. Like, really, his illusion, which I thought it was also Mirage who did the illusion stuff, but I just think that's a really cheap cop-out. But that's how they got it. As opposed to like really being deep in snow, and he thought he really did damage to them, and they just like, "Ugh, my circuits," something like that. But I just think that's really cheap. And he realizes it later, like, "You fool, they weren't destroyed. Hound's illusions, they tricked me." It's so dumb. But they actually try to mend up Skyfire, realizing like, oh my god, he didn't want to hurt us. They realize Skyfire has some debated loyalty here. But they go on the assault, trying to stop the Decepticons again, and Skyfire comes in. "No, I'm not going to let you." And he tears off the Decepticon symbol and just has a decal of the Autobot symbol, available at any Kmart for $2.99. It's really bad. It's really where did he get that? I don't get it. He puts the Autobot symbol on, and he gets into a fight with Starscream, where Starscream's gonna end him like, "You bastard! Not those words, but like, how could you do this?" And he takes out Starscream, but then he's like falling down, and he's really damaged. But like, one last shot, and he stops the Decepticons from draining the energy so that he can come back to the planet. But he sacrificed himself in the aftermath, and they kind of have like this, oh, we'll remember Skyfire. We'll keep his memory alive. Nobody spoil it if he's gonna come back. It seems like a really cheap. I know what happens in Transformers the movie. I know that. This just seems like a really cheap way to have a one episode. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a one episode character, but I hope he comes back. I hope we see Skyfire again. I'm giving it a 9. I was actually really enjoyed it, except for if they did just go ahead and kill off Skyfire like that. I'm like, what? You couldn't? Because now they would have a flying Autobot, which I think it would be nice to have a flyer in the Transformers arsenal, in the Autobots arsenal. So that's all for this episode. Next time we'll take a look at SOS Dinobots. This is Firewizard23. Take care. Bye bye for now, everybody. Next time.